Today, Senator John Kennedy criticized Democrats for blocking debate on radical judicial nominees. He questioned their approach, shutting down meaningful discussion. Kennedy emphasized his fair-minded voting history for qualified nominees. He accused Democrats of silencing debate and hiding extreme nominees. Kennedy said he supported some of President Biden's judicial picks when qualified, just as he asked tough but fair questions of Trump's nominees. He noted Republicans even blocked 5 Trump nominees for lacking legal knowledge. But Kennedy criticized Democrats for refusing to allow debate on controversial nominees.
I'd like you to consider this. I don't understand why you're taking this new approach. I enjoy working. I enjoy this committee. We all take our responsibility seriously. I can only speak for me. I try to be fair-minded. I voted for a number of President Biden's nominees when I think they're qualified. And I try to ask substantive questions. I did the same thing with President Trump's nominees. In fact, we killed 5 of President Trump's nominees because we killed them dead as 4 o'clock because it was apparent after questioning them that they didn't know a law book from a Sears Roebuck catalog, and we killed them. And I think we, on our side of the aisle, my side of the aisle, have voted for more of President Biden's nominees than my Democratic colleagues have voted for President Trump's nominees. No, that's okay. Everybody has one vote, and they have the right to exercise.
Kennedy focused on nominee Mr. Kobe, who claimed he could ignore federal precedent and rules of evidence if race was involved. Kennedy called this dangerous, warning it threatens the foundation of the judicial system. He said shutting down debate was reckless.
I know you don't like some of my questions. I get that. And some of your comments have been borderline snarky, but I ignore. When my son was going through puberty, he used to make those comments, and I learned that, it's the best thing to do is just ignore him. But I just don't understand why you're taking us down this road. I don't. The last time we met, you preached cooperation, and I think we've been cooperating. I think we've confirmed more Louisiana nominees than just about any other state. There were some people who were not here at the last hearing that would like to speak on and would have liked to speak on Mr. Khashoggi. I did speak, and I'm willing to waive my right to speak again. But this is a gentleman who said that he believes that when race is an issue in a case, that he has the right to ignore precedent in the federal rules of evidence and the federal rules of civil procedure and apply a new standard of proof. Now, some people find that objectionable. I do. And I think folks should have had the right to weigh in on it. And I confess, I don't understand why you're taking us down this road. I don't.
Kennedy didn't stop there. He pointed out that some Democratic colleagues have been, borderline snarky with their comments. He brushed it off, comparing it to ignoring his son's attitude during puberty. Still, he questioned why Democrats are taking the committee down this divisive road. Don't forget, subscribe to Capitol Conservatives for more coverage.
And the final point I guess I would make is that I asked you this question last time, and I think if where you're headed with this is to ultimately subpoena Justice Thomas or another member of the Supreme Court, I think that would be a huge mistake. But if that's where we're going to go with this, I respectfully suggest you go ahead and do it and let us meet it head on, because that looks to me like where it's headed. And I think it will provoke a constitutional crisis, and let's just go ahead and meet it head on. So thank you for the chance to respond, Mr. Chair.
Finally, Kennedy issued a stark warning. He suggested that Democrats may be gearing up to subpoena Justice Clarence Thomas or another Supreme Court justice. Kennedy called this a massive mistake that could provoke a constitutional crisis. His message was simple. If that's where Democrats want to go, then do it openly, and let the American people see the confrontation head on, instead of sneaking around with procedural games. Senator Kennedy's message was clear. Democrats are blocking debate on judicial nominees to hide radical views. He's supported fair, qualified nominees before, but won't stand by as discussion is shut down. This fight could shape America's courts for decades. Subscribe to Capitol Conservatives to stay informed.